Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the channel. It's a beautiful day here on the homestead. I want to start off the video by saying that somebody somewhere will probably say that this is another ranting or a venting video, and I don't mean it to be that, but it'll probably turn into that because of the subject matter. So, here in the United States, it's not just a United States problem, but here in America, we see this quite often, is how we measure wealth. So many people see wealth as the number of dollars in your bank account. I can understand that. A lot of people see wealth as if you're either rich or you're poor. There's no intelligence there. You're either rich or you're poor. Well, me, I'm far from being poor. But I'm even further from being rich. And by that stance, I'm not far from being poor. Now, I'm not dirt floor poor. I have a beautiful house, a 30-year-old camper, a 7-year-old truck, a 13-year-old Jeep, a 13-year-old Honda Civic. How we measure wealth in this country is goofy. And it's all subjective. I'm going to say that this video really kind of stems from a couple different topics here, a couple different areas. So we all know about TikTok, right? TikTok is a video sharing platform where you can post 1 to 3 minute videos. They can be funny, serious, informative, whatever they be. I've thought about actually making TikTok videos for quite some time. Problem is with TikTok that everyone on there, whether or not they're an expert or not, is an expert. You could have an entire lifetime worth of experience making the video, posting the video on a topic, and somebody with 30 seconds of Wikipedia research will now suddenly be an expert in the field you're talking about, and they'll try to call you out on it, and that just drives me nuts. The TikTok arguments out there are ridiculous. Anyways, you're not going to change anybody's time, anybody's mind over the internet with a video, most likely. It does happen, but very rarely. Anyway, so this topic, I'm talking about wealth, right, comes from both a TikTok video I saw the other day and a comment from one of my videos. So I was watching this TikTok the other day. This lady posted a video of a before and after of her backyard. Before was a regular plain backyard with a shed and a white picket fence full of grass, right? It was like February of 2021, and then now the video was, I think it was the end of May or June when it was finished, was a fast forward to current day and a beautiful backyard swimming pool with big chairs and a large table, outdoor table, and there were some umbrellas and heat lamps and all kinds of stuff. The comment section was kind of split up, 50% negative, 25% very positive, and 25% just kind of like whatever, you know. So many people in the video comment section were saying things like, wow, it must be nice. A phrase that I absolutely hate. It must be nice. Or a comment that I saw several times was, it's pretty easy to do that when you're rich. And then so many people are obsessed with the cost of the swimming pool. And I couldn't figure out why they were so obsessed. And I asked that actually, and some people were like, well, we just want to know what it costs, just so, you know, if we wanted to do it. No, you're not asking what their swimming pool costs to see if you could afford it or not. Because if you wanted to get a swimming pool that big in your backyard, you would call out a builder to get an estimate. You're just wanting to do this to be confrontational, be more confrontational than you already are. Anyways, I don't know what the obsession with somebody putting a swimming pool in is, and why it matters they did it. If you're poor, make changes, make lifestyle changes, and figure out why you're poor. There's a saying out there that says, if, you know, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. You can literally be poor and work yourself to being even poorer. I've seen this explained time and time again. You can work yourself to death and still go and go to more debt, more credit card debt, more cash payday loan debt. I mean, it's just a horrible revolving circle, and it's not because it's America. It's because the changes, or the changes that need to be made aren't being made. So let's roll this into a video comment I got the other day, talking about a video that I made in February here on the homestead. And the comment was talking about, or coming from me, as the average American, right? Now, that's going to be a confrontational thing in itself, but so be it. If you want to watch the video, watch the video. But in that video, it was negative 10 degrees out, guys. It was the beginning of our cold spell, where we got down to negative 31 for several nights. But it was negative 10, and what was I wearing? Well, a Carhartt beanie, a Dickies jacket, like a duck jacket from Walmart, and these sunglasses. And that's what this individual saw. And he commented just the other day, and he said, average American, yeah, right, you're wearing name brand clothing and sunglasses. Well, maybe I grew up in different times, but I also learned by my own actions and listening to the actions or listening to the words of others, how to save money and how to make a deal, how to get a deal. Yes, that beanie I had was name brand. It was Carhartt. Price tag on that thing was normally $18.99. I know that because I went to the store today and I looked. $18.99. You know how much I paid for it? I went to Tractor Supply at the end of the season. I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago. I paid $6 for it. You know what I did 2 years ago? I bought another one for my kid. That Dickies jacket, $15. $15 at Walmart. But because it says Dickies, it's name brand, right? These sunglasses, yep, see that? That's no for Oakley. These are real Oakleys. They're 4 years old, but they're real. You know how much these cost? 2 bills, $200 for these sunglasses. You know, I could afford to pay $200 for these sunglasses. I went to work. Not only did I go to work and made money to spend it, but I got a job that offered me health care, that offered me the option to have an FSA account. Do you know what an FSA account is? A flexible spending account. You know what that is? It's money you take out of your paycheck, pre-tax, to put into an account to pay for things like sunglasses, or eyeglasses, or contacts, or dental work. You know how much out of my paycheck I did every month? Every pay period, every 2 weeks? Every 2 weeks I took out 10% and put into my FSA account. You know why? Because things like sunglasses, now I don't have to pay out cash. I never saw the $200. It came out of my bank, out of my paycheck before I ever saw it. And so there it is. Now we've rolled everything over to an HSA account, which is a health savings account with pre-tax, but it doesn't disappear like an FSA account. Now, not that I didn't have that before, but at that time we had medical bills, and we had our child was born, and so we put more into the FSA account, and the money that I put back from working my job and putting into an FSA account helped pay medical bills for my child. Now, like I said, I know we live in a strange world, in a strange country where that's not always available to people, but that's how I afforded these $200 sunglasses. How we measure wealth is not always the number of dollars in our bank account. You know, I drive a 7-year-old truck. I've got a loan on it. It's more than half paid off. I bought it a year ago. It was almost $40,000. I have a 13-year-old Jeep Grand Cherokee and a 13-year-old Honda Civic. Must be nice. I have a 30-year-old camper that I lived in for months while we were finishing our house. Must be nice. How people measure money is incorrect. Wealth, man, so many people just don't understand. When they say these things, they're doing so on an iPhone that costs $1,000 or $1,200, or a computer that costs $600. Man, you know what? Let me tell you something here. My last laptop computer that I bought was an HP. Okay, Hewlett Packard. You know when that was? 2009, guys. It died in 2013. I haven't had a laptop since. Not because I don't need it. I do need it, but my wife has one, so why do I need to buy another one? For my job that it doesn't require one. And so I use my phone for 99% of my stuff. And so, also on the comment was that I was filming on a high-end recording device. Yeah? Yep, I have a $1,200 camera that I use for my channel occasionally. But you know how I paid for that? Hard work and determination. I made some changes in our day-to-day life. Things that you can make too, to afford that. I worked for years while my wife was in school to help pay the bills, put her through school. And we have a career that is fantastic. It's allowed this here. I'm not trying to do this for clout. I'm not looking for praise. I'm not looking for people to say, you made it. Because I haven't. But what I realized a long time ago is that without making personal changes, I'm not going to further my life for the better. So I didn't go out and buy a brand new 6-month-old camper when we wanted to move and finish our house. I bought one that was 30 years old. Actually, no, it's an 89. It's an 89, so it's 32 years old. I bought that. And it's livable. It's 100% perfect on the inside. Livable camper right there. Doesn't look the best. Not brand new by any means. But I didn't have to go into further debt to make that change. Now, like I said, I'm not trying to do this for clout. I'm trying to show you what I have or don't have or whatever it be. But so many people measure wealth in the wrong ways. And as the saying goes, the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. The rich get richer because they made changes. The poor stay poor because they fail to make changes, and they'll continue to blame the rich for them being poor. Because that's how society works. It's further from the truth than could ever be. So, I'm sure this will upset somebody somewhere, but it's all part of it. Living the life that we live today. On your oppressive capitalism, while you're using your $2,000 iMac computer in the middle of San Francisco. I digress. Anyways, keep calm and carry on, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you later.